All right, welcome to a new episode of Dennis and Eli. This is Cricket 360 Africa, and today we are excited to be speaking to a group of gentlemen who've made global news, not just African news, but global news, because of following around the Chevrons of Zimbabwe. The Castle Corner team is with us. My name is Dennis Musali, and I'm in the very quiet city of Uganda called Entebbe, where the Under 19 Women's World Cup qualifier will be starting off tomorrow, the Division 2. And Eli, Bulewayo, right? Or have you made a move to a different town?
I'm still in the city of kings and queens. Gobulawayo Tunga umfazi uthanda indoda. And that's how we call this wonderful city. Gontutu.
Good to know. Good to know. Eli, this week we're speaking to guys who made very, very good global news. And I want you to make sure you make them feel very, very comfortable introducing them in the language they understand very, very well. My Shona is still not very good.
I think the language that they understand the most is Ahoy, my comrades, ahoy.
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 That's the proper greeting.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you guys. And I think for me, let me start from the beginning. We the Castle Corner name. Let us start from where does it start from? How do you guys get together? And then you start following around the cricket.
I don't know. So Castle Corner comes from a place at Harare Sports Club, which was sponsored by Dauta, and they named it the Castle Corner. It's a local company that sells alcohol. So we just started by congregating there as a group of fans, and we said, "Come on, let's come together. Let's make this. Let's formalize this thing and do our things together." That's how the Castle Corner started. So it started a long way back, and 2011, and then some of us joined in 2013. Then my very good friend, joined in the late 20s, pre-COVID. And one thing about it, it's family. Once you join, in Shona, not to join as it's family. You become family.
Yeah. Just to add on to what Luva is saying, I think the Castle Corner Bay has been there for the past more than, I think, 3 decades, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Because it was a place for white farmers where they could go and buy their drinks. History says by that time castle was cheap, so those farmers they would afford the castle. So that's why the bay was named Castle Corner. Just behind the bay
There's a bar. There's a bar. Yeah.
There's a bar named the Castle. So that's where the name Castle Corner came from.
Interesting. I will tell you guys that when we came down to support Uganda at the T20 qualifiers, we were worried about the Castle Corner. Yeah, when we came as a group of fans, the Ugandan. Yeah. We were worried about the Castle Corner guys, so we wanted to make sure that whatever noise we can make, we can be able to match those levels.
You know what? We were for the qualifiers. We were just a little bit laid back because we were saving energy for the global stage and for the World Cup that we're hosting next year.
I can imagine. But the love for the game, where does it come from? Have you guys played cricket?
Yeah, me, I used to play cricket since 1996. Yeah, I used to play cricket 1996 up to 2007. I used to play cricket here in Zimbabwe in Midlands. Mostly I played my cricket at Kwekwe Sports Club. So that's where the passion came from. Then from there, till I meet these boys, like what he said, you can join us Gure. We're not going to
As for me, I never played cricket. I'm a rural boy. I came from Binga. I came to Harare via college.
But this one, he plays boozers. He plays boozers. He's our wicket keeper.
So I came to college in 2012. Then 2013, my good friend Gerald Muri took me to cricket. That's how I fell in love with the game. So I had to do some extra lessons to make sure that I get to know the nitty-gritties of the game. So it was overtime to understand the game. And, when you love something, you put an extra effort. That's what happened with me. And now, at least I now understand the game, and I'm now playing social league. Yeah, I'm still learning. Cricket is quite a complicated game, but I believe I've got the grasp of it now. But yeah, the passion comes from, we believe that it's a patriotic duty to support the country.
Yeah.
And it's the sport that we love. So we put in our all because, this is the only sport that we have. And for us to support it is actually an honor. So we love it deeply.
Ah, nice, nice.
In
Good
fact,
to know.
cricket is our life. Cricket is life to us.
I can imagine once you get that drug in your veins, it's very, very difficult to go away from it, but
Yeah.
a good drug at it as well. Just to continue on the same conversation, the Castle Corner, we're able to just see a few of you in Sri Lanka and India, but I imagine there's a bigger group behind it. How big is it? Do you have a chairman? Do you have a secretary, a treasurer? Do you guys pay
Yeah.
some subscription? Sometimes we've seen you coming to the games when you sort of have I think you have a WhatsApp group where you say everyone let's put on our jumpsuits and all and then rock up the ground. How is it run? Is it just a name or is something formal behind the whole thing?
So actually, it has got structures. That's something that is formal and organized. We have structures from the chairman, the vice chairman. I, for one, am the organizing secretary. I'm responsible for quite a number of things in terms of regalias and game day experience. So we have even the spokespersons, the committee members. So we actually have got a WhatsApp group where we disseminate our information, and we have got a not of 300 membership, but it's a voluntary organization where anyone can come and just join the guys. So it's really no subscriptions. You just come, but when you want to travel and everything, we come up with budgets. We organize in small groups, of those that are closely knitted together, and that's how we travel. And when it comes to regalias, we actually inform each other that to this game we want to send certain kind of messages. For example, when we're wearing overalls, those overalls that represent miners, and mining it involves hard work. So when we go against powerhouses, we put on those overalls to make sure that to show the world that we are going to be working hard as the fans and as the team to get the victory. When we come against Minos, we wear school uniforms to symbolize that we're going to teach them a lesson. So when we wear spiritual garments, we say when we're playing against India, we wore spiritual garments, the apostolic sect garments, to show the world that we need spiritual intervention to beat these guys, because we understand the gulf and the difference we have in terms of talent. So each regalia is symbolic. So we discussed when we wear romper, we wore rompers. It was a celebratory dress code. So we tried to be creative as possible and make sure that the game day experience is something one cannot forget.
Oh wow, I think that's very, very creative. I see you didn't
So
wear
just
uniforms when you were
going
playing.
what Luke is saying. So every regalia has got its own message, especially depending with the team that we are playing against with. Like what he said, when we wear overalls, it means that we are going to work hard for that win.
I was going to
Okay.
say that does that mean when you're playing, is that why you wore overalls when you were playing Uganda?
Yeah, we definitely wanted a win. We definitely wanted a win. Yeah. Taking you back to what happened in Namibia when Uganda surprised. It didn't surprise not only Zimbabweans only, but I think it surprised the whole cricket nation, the whole cricket world. So yeah, we really wanted a win, and we know that we were going to beat Uganda. We wanted to put them in their original place. And we did so.
No, I think at least we gave you a run for your money. But also speaking about the songs as well, the songs I think are very, very creative, and that's what creates a whole vibe. That's what we're trying to learn as fans in Uganda as well. How do you come up with these songs? Are they symbolic in any way? Do they represent something so that they can really connect with people? We even saw Richard Ngarava, Skandaraza all getting involved. How do you come up with the songs?
So let me start by saying this. Zimbabwe is singing a nation. When we meet for weddings, we sing. When we meet for funerals, we sing. When we meet for social events, we sing. So most of our songs are deeply rooted in our culture. So what we just do with the songs is we titivate them to suit cricket. So we've got different songs with different meanings. So usually when we went to the World Cup, our popular song was Vanofamba Nemoya Mchene. It just means that we move within the spiritual realm and with the Spirit, the Holy Spirit with us. So it was just a dedication to the team that we understand we are not yet there, but with the help of the Holy Spirit, we can beat anyone. We can overcome anything. And true to the word and to the meaning of the songs, we qualified for the Super 8. Then we have the Muno Mapire Idoro. Then we have a song specifically for players. Razane Krimora is talking about Raza is our best player, Krimora is milk this side, so we value milk. Then you've got Marondera for Ryan Bell, where he comes from. Then you've got Mzarabani, Rovangoma Mzarabani, meaning he's a great bowler. Then we have a Marumanu song. Then we've got a Wellington, where's your song? Then we have a song where we're calling out all their names. But these songs, they are not songs that we really create. These are songs that are in our society. These are GT songs, a genre where people celebrate in our country. It comes from Murewa region. So we take those songs, we titivate them to suit cricket, and we use those songs to spur the boys on.
Ah, nice, amazing stuff. And very, very creative as well. I think we'll find a way of putting some of those songs into our fun as well as fans from Uganda. Then let's speak about the experience at the World Cup. Of course, we saw you guys in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, you were very, very visible. I think the cameras are always picking you up. But then in India, that's a different vibe. They sort of struggle to always identify you, but they were able to find you. Just speak about the experience, of course, in Sri Lanka and then in India.
Well, in Sri Lanka, I don't want to lie to you, it was something that was surreal. When we got to Sri Lanka, we didn't expect the kind of environment we're getting into. It's regarded as a third world. When we got there, quite built up, the people, nice people, clean country, and relatively cheap. And the people, lovely people. And to put a cherry on top of the ice, we won. So you can imagine beating Australia, beating Sri Lanka at home. It's stuff of legends. It's something that we might not be able to do it. It's once in a lifetime, So it was an experience that was going to live and that is etched in our history forever. Then you go to India. Different scenario. We were celebrities in India. You can't even move around. Everyone wants to get a photo with you.
Big celebrity.
So and the people there breathe cricket, live cricket. They know you by names. So we got there, and now the cameras were looking for us. And when they got us, there was Chennai. Yeah. Unfortunately, he was sick. We left him behind.
Yeah, in Chennai, I wasn't there.
He wasn't there. But he followed now in Delhi. Delhi was the epitome. Delhi. All the Indians were supporting Zimbabwe, and we had the opportunity to teach them some of our songs. And so it was an experience that we are running off superlatives to describe the experience. But all I can say is it's historic, it's surreal, it's something that we'll do over and over again.
And for the first time, I think this World Cup was the first. Because we could feel that we are connected with the players. There were only a few of us and a few Zimbabweans that we met in Sri Lanka. I think there were about three or more guys and other journalists there who came from Zimbabwe. We could feel that we are really connected with the players, and we could feel that the effort that we are giving to the players is also contributing a lot. So basically, I can say the Sri Lankan experience was the best. Was the best ever, because you could imagine the players would say, please guys, don't stop singing. Sing for us, you're doing well. So that motivation, that connection with the players, it was really awesome. Because if I remember when we were fielding, you could call every player in the ground and every player would respond. We would call Wellington Masakaza, are you there? And you'd see that we are connected somewhere, because he would raise his hand. So I think the connection between the fans and the players, especially in Sri Lanka, was awesome. I can safely say it was the best ever. It was the best ever. The connection was top notch. We had a good experience. Yeah.
You guys made a lot of noise, and the world recognized you as the famous Six. And but
And
but
the
I
fun
would
part of it, were only a few of us, but you'd hear our voices in every corner of the ground. Because of us, you'd hear every word from every corner of the ground. So the experience was awesome.
I would love to take you guys just a little bit back. I know we've spoken about the good part about how the Castle Corner just has been an amazing story for Zimbabwe cricket in your support. I just want us to demystify a few myths and assumptions that people have. Right. How did you guys fund your trip? Traveling is not cheap. You went to Sri Lanka. It's far away. And just to tell other Zimbabweans, because there's some quotas who believe that probably you guys were funded by someone on your first trip. How did you guys manage to pull those
Okay,
resources?
so let me start. So let me start before Luva say. So what happened was, you know, we are a group of people. Castle Corner is a large group, but you'd see that in that large group there are people who play together. There are small groups of people who play together. So it just happened when we were just doing our drinks as always as boys. I think the guys that travel with, they are more closer to each other. So I just said, I need to go to Sri Lanka. I need to go get the experience, the World Cup. So I think when accreditation open, I need to apply and see how it goes. I just need to go there and get exposure with my work. You know, I'm a photographer. I'm a sports photographer. So, and then my friend just said, and then it was Luva basically, and said, if you're going to Sri Lanka, you're not leaving me behind. So that's when the story started. I think Luva can take it over from there.
Yeah, so I know quite a number of people think that we get sponsorship and anything. But I'm going to be honest with you. Anything is possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. And when you plan in time, you get things done. So this trip, we just talked around ourselves and informed the others and said, we were going to Sri Lanka. Let's just put our monies together. And we put our money, we started saving. Definitely we've got different professions amongst ourselves. So we started saving. And I'm going to be honest with you. It was 2 weeks prior to the tournament that everything else fell in place. That's when we got money for accommodation and the flights. So accommodation in Sri Lanka is quite cheap. I'm going to put the numbers.
It's very, very cheap.
For 14 nights in Sri Lanka, a 5-bedroom B&B, that is top notch, went for $560 US.
For 14 days.
14 nights. So if I'm gonna tell you this: Bulawayo is more expensive than Sri Lanka. The flights, yeah. So we when we did that, we told ourselves, let's gatunganize. And when we even got to Sri Lanka, we had a bit of shortfalls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the players' promise. The players even chipped in when we got there. Said we are grateful for what you did, and they just gave us a token of appreciation when we were in Sri Lanka. But it was all on our doing. Then fortunately, because now the corporate had seen what we had done, that's when the corporate came in. That's when Delta came in and said, you guys had the passion to do this. We're now coming in. And when people sponsor you, people want to be talked about. So imagine if we had a sponsor to Sri Lanka. Why didn't that sponsor get even mentioned? No one, you get it. Everyone wants the shout out, and especially with the way we were trending, the positivity that we had, everyone would want to be associated with that. So we are a group of people that didn't have sponsorship, but we are happy that Delta came in, the original owners of Castle Corner, and now we're looking forward to have a long-term relationship. And we also had Pandigas that came in, Star TV came in from India. So it's looking well, and we still hope that we can get more corporates so that at least when we travel, it won't be the 6 of us, but it will be the majority of the Castle Corner, and the whole world can feel the wrath of Castle Corner.
You're more scary than the Chevrons. You're starting to sound more scary than the Chevrons.
Just to get your reaction, gentlemen. I want to get your reaction. Before the game of the Super Six you played versus West Indies, Darren Sammy, the West Indian coach, said those 6 Zimbabwean fans, they sound like a million in the stadium. How did that make you feel when it's just the 6 of you? But Darren Sammy says that you guys, the amount of noise you make, it's like there's a million of you.
Yeah, it was. I can safely say it was more motivating to us to know that we are being recognized. We are a threat to other nations. I can safely say so. So I think we're happy. We're happy to know that people are seeing us. People are seeing the vibes that we're bringing to the ground. People are seeing the support that we are giving our national team. People are seeing the way how we are standing with our national team. So I think for us it was more like motivating.
We wore that as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
We were humbled, to know that the world were intimidating.
And they were lucky. Remember, they were lucky. We didn't make it. We didn't make it to the match between Zimbabwe and West Indies. They were very lucky.
So we took it as a badge of honor. We took it as a humbling experience that the world is finally noticing the role that we play. And like I said, it's a patriotic duty. And in any ever way that we can paint a positive picture about Zimbabwe and Zimbabwe cricket, especially after the tumultuous times that we went through. Imagine we failed to qualify when we were beaten by Uganda. Please, no hard feelings to Uganda. And also when we were lost, when we were actually, what do you call it? Patika Mbobiswa, due to the politics, and especially the politics even still up to now, where there's an issue of racism, all those the politics surrounding cricket. So we were humbled to play our part in that. People are now finally seeing a different picture about Zimbabwe being brought by the fans. So we hope to continue on that trajectory of representing the country very well and making sure that our presence is felt beyond the borders of Zimbabwe.
Amazing stuff. I think the most famous fans in the world, the most famous group of fans in the world is the Bami Army. I wanted to know, what are your future plans? Do you guys plan to, you have Castle Corner trips and all these things that sort of what we see the Bami Army doing? What are your future plans for the Castle Corner group?
So we've now gone to a stakeholders meeting where we are looking for views of people on how best we can improve the Castle Corner, because this is a new level unlocked. This was the first time going on an international trip, and it's something that Anzi in our local language, it means those that are not well gifted look up to those that are gifted and copy the good things that they are doing. So we're looking to model our Castle Corner in the eyes of the Bami Army, so that we can have these packages of traveling, and especially with the coming in of the corporate world, that we can travel as a team and we can start planning for the 2028 World Cup, the Australian ones, and then people can serve in their small various groups and everything. So we're looking for a model that works, because we hadn't done it before. So we're looking for a model, and we're also going to have a feedback from those members that belong to the Castle Corner on how best we can improve and set new heights together.
Yeah, amazing stuff. I think we have a group of fans in Uganda that we've also started to sort of structure ourselves. We are called the Cow Corner. So we are copying notes from you guys as well. So whatever you're doing, we are going to copy and probably just do better.
We should share notes, it's One Africa, and we're happy that our qualification for the Super 8 opened the sport, two more spots for other African countries, So it's good when we have more African countries going to the World Cup. We wish you guys well as well.
Yeah, and we plan to come over for the 2027 World Cup. So we'll be in touch very, very soon.
Before you gentlemen leave us, right, how do you summarize the team's performance? You play cricket, summarize Zimbabwe's performance. How do you rate the boys?
I'll go first and he goes last. So trust me, what the Zimbabwean team did as splendid, it's humongous, Qualifying for Super 8, it unlocked different things. One, we automatically qualified for the 2028 World Cup. Two, it put us back amongst the top echelons of cricket. We are in the top 8 of the world right now, So that's a huge feat. Also, it rewrote history. We only qualified for the Super 6 in the ODI. This was our first time qualifying for the Super 8. So it's multifaceted when we're looking at it. And despite the manner that we lost in the Super 8, the poor fielding, and we believe we could have done better. But overall, it was a successful tournament, which we believe we should build on.
Yeah, so for the performance, all-round performance, especially in the group stage, it was awesome. You would see I would put our fielding as number one. Our fielding, there were no loopholes. If you take a look of those brilliant catches, Tony Mnyonga took 2 brilliant catches, Bennett. So those catches really made us go far. So for the performance, especially in the group stage, from my own analysis, I would say our fielding was the best. So let me now take you back to our betting. Yeah, our betting, I would say, thumbs up for Brian Bennett. Bennett and Maruman, whenever they give us a good opening partnership, you know that we are going to have a good score on the board. So our betting was okay, but again, thumbs up to Mzarabani for his splendid bowling. Skandaraza, his captains for the group stages, I would say, mostly for the group stages, he did very, very well. Yeah, the game against Australia, I was surprised to see Ryan Bell coming in at number three. But he did well. He did well, and I think he contributed a lot on winning the match. So overall, I would put our fielding as number one, our betting as number two, and then number three is our bowling. Not taking away anything from the bowlers. The bowlers really did very, very well. The overall performance of the group stages to the Super 8, everything, I think the boys really gave their own.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I know that you have a game that you need to get into and play. Kudos to the corporate that supported you.
Yeah. Thanks to Delta. So we hope that we are going to create a good working relationship with Delta, and we hope that they are going to sponsor us as we carry their name, Castle. Castle is their brand. So we just hope that we are going to carry their brand name also. So yeah, we are just hoping for a good relationship with.
All right, thank
Okay,
you guys. A pleasure talking to you, and we'll see you very, very soon. I trust me.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting us. Cheers.
Yeah,
Looking
cheers,
to bigger
guys.
numbers for 2027. We're hoping that Castle Corner will be much bigger. It'll be the size of the entire ground.
Let's talk about at the Castle Corner. Let's just work with 500 and above fans. More noise.
Oh.
Thank
All
you,
right,
gentlemen.
cheers, guys. Enjoy your game.
Okay, cheers. Thank you for hosting.